When I was 9 years old, I stopped growing, and nobody could figure out why. I saw a lot of doctors, but nobody could explain what was happening. Until my parents took me to Dr. Bacharach at Children's Hospital. My doctor was able to figure out I had a growth hormone deficiency and came up with a treatment plan just for me. I had to get a lot of shots, but luckily, a nice nurse came to our house to show my family how to do them, and we all got used to it. And now I'm growing just fine. In fact, just last week, my mom had to get me a bigger uniform. Being short used to bother me a lot, but now I feel pride every time we put new notches on my growth chart. Since my treatment, I've noticed a major difference in my game. My glove is better, and infield singles have become doubles in the outfield. Children's Hospital means so much to me and my family. And soon, it will have a new home. It's going to be awesome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Children's Hospital Groundbreaking Celebration event. You may recognize my voice from the video. My name is Spencer Bayman, and yes, I'm tall now, 5'9" in fact. I just started my freshman year of high school, and I'm looking forward to playing on the Hickman baseball team as a middle infielder and pitcher. When I'm not busy growing, I enjoy hanging out with my friends, spending time with my family, and playing outside with my brother Preston. Children's Hospital has meant a lot to me and my family, and we're excited to be here with you all to celebrate its future.
Isn't that an awesome story? It's incredible. If you think about it, Spencer has been growing and thriving and getting healthier each and every day. And in a sense, that's what's happening right now here with MU Healthcare. So my name is Jonathan Curtright. It's my pleasure to serve as the MC and host for today. It's my pleasure to serve as the Chief Executive Officer for MU Healthcare. And we're going to have some fun today. This is going to be a great day. You're going to see some cool videos. You're going to see a rendering and animation of what the new facility is going to look like. You're going to get to hear from some patients. You're going to get to hear from some of our key dignitaries and friends. I think you're going to enjoy today. For a couple of housekeeping items, there is a restroom right here, Pershing, right behind you if you need to avail yourself to that. So we're going to have some fun. So can we maybe pause and think about something for a second? You know, if anybody wants to shut their eyes and ponder, let's just ponder something for a second. You know, if you think about it, this is kind of surreal thinking about where we are right now. Look right that way, and there's a big hole in the ground, and it's easy to get kind of lost in the details of a hole in the ground, of cranes, of concrete, when in reality, what's going to happen there over the next 50 to 100 years. If you think about it, think of the joy, think of the empathy, think about the humanity, the health, and the hope that's going to happen at Children's Hospital right here in Columbia, Missouri. Frankly, it is humbling. It's awe-inspiring to think about what is happening in this historical moment that we're having right now. And if you think about it, it's the clinical care, it's the teaching, and it's the innovations that are going to happen here in an amazing way that is truly awe-inspiring. And it is the best moment. It is where the University of Missouri, as the land-grant university, does its thing in the incredible way. And we bring all of our missions together under one roof. And I am actually absolutely inspired by that. Missourians taking care of Missourians. Now, there are many incredible people here today, wonderful friends of the university, and I'd like to acknowledge a few people right off the bat. So where is Curator Marcy Graham here? Curator Graham was the chair of the Health Affairs Committee that was intimately involved and had a vision for what we would do on this. Secondly, Curator Robin Wenneker, to my right here, is the current chair of the Health Affairs Committee and has been doing so much great work for us. Former curator and chair of the Board of Curators, Don Walsworth. Mr. Walsworth, raise your hand. And his beautiful wife, Audrey. Incredible friends at the University of Missouri, incredible people that were a part of the rebirth of MU Healthcare. Mr. Ron Ashworth. Ron is the member of the Health Affairs Committee and a dear friend of the University of Missouri. President Moon Choi, a critical member of our team and our leader in making this happen each and every day. EVC Rick Barron, my boss. Dr. Steve Zweig, right there. Thank you very much. Senator Caleb Browden, thank you so much for joining us. Commissioner Justin Allred, thank you for being here. And a couple of somewhat new faces that are here that I thought I would share. Dr. David Gazal, where's Dr. Gazal? Chair of the Department of Child Health. Very good. Thank you. He's going to be getting a new home. And then we have a brand new member. I would like everybody to give a round of applause to Dr. Jean Goodman. Dr. Goodman, where are you? There you go. Dr. Goodman. Okay. We love Dr. Goodman. All right, she's going to be the new chair of OBGYN, and we desperately need more maternal fetal medicine doctors, and you promised that you're going to bring one, you, and two more, right? So recruit those people. We desperately need them. All right, where's Nick Britton? Is he around? Where's Nick? Right there, right there. That guy right there is an incredible member of the team. He is leading this work for the construction work, and he was also, I believe, the leader of the Southeast End Zone project as well. So he's been doing a lot of work for us. So Nick, thank you very much. We are so privileged to have you. And Peric Barton-Malo, everybody that's in orange, they are working like crazy every single day to make this happen. So thank you so much for all of the dignitaries and key leaders that are here today. We are so honored to have you. But if you think about it, collectively, we are making history. Every person in this entire area is a critical part of the child health, critical part of our children's hospital. And if you think about it, why are we here today? Why? It's because we want to save and improve lives. That's what we do. That's our mission. We are here every single day to save and improve lives. That's why so many of the MU Healthcare team gets up every single day and tirelessly works on the behalf of our community to make this a safe and healthy place. And in the middle of a pandemic, in the midst of a financial crisis, everything that's happened has been such a challenge. MU Healthcare has been here to step up to the plate and make this a healthier, safe place every single day. So we are incredibly honored to be a part of this. So next up I wanted to mention, if you will, is thanks for the trust that you've given to us at MU Healthcare. Now, if you could see right over that way, about 200 yards, is a brand new School of Medicine building. Literally 75 yards right that way is a brand new Sinclair School of Nursing building that's getting built. If you look right over to the right, we have this incredible building, the Roy Blunt Next Gen Precision Health building. And then right behind us is going to be the brand new Children's Hospital. The incredible, massive investment in the midst of a challenging financial crisis that has happened has been such a challenge. And we are so grateful for the curators, President Choi, Ryan Rapp, our CFO, for all of your hard work and your willingness to this incredible trust that you've given us in the middle of this very challenging moment. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for your incredible trust that you've given us. So here we are. We're at our future home. We are going to have, on average, there's going to be about 20,000 patients, 20,000 children that are going to get care here. Families are going to be taken care of each and every day. And if you think about it, one of those 20 children, and it's easy to get emotional here. They're your neighbor, they're your grandchild, they're your child. Those are the people we're taking care of. And let's not forget the humanity that we're taking care of right now. Now, one of the incredible people in our community is Senator Caleb Browden. Senator Browden is a friend, he is a colleague, and he's an incredible friend of the university. But I also know Caleb Browden is an incredible father and a person that cares about our community. And so we want to invite up Caleb Browden to see what this new Children's Hospital is going to mean to us and to mean to him and to his family. So with that, Senator Browden.
thank you, Jonathan, for inviting me to be a part of this celebration. I'm happy to be here today. Thank you to each of you for being here and for your dedication to this great cause. This is a great milestone for pediatric healthcare in our community and in our state as a whole. As Jonathan said, as a Mid-Missourian, but more importantly as a dad now of 3 kids, and for anybody who's thinking about having 3 kids, I would advise against it, but that's a story for another day, as my 8-week-old is at home and hasn't slept in 8 weeks. But so if I look a little odd, that's why. I am incredibly thankful as a dad that high-quality health care exists right here in my backyard for kids and for moms. These services are not something that I take for granted. It's not something that you should take for granted as a Columbian. I find comfort in knowing that if any of my children have an emergency, have an issue, that we are going to have this great facility right here. I'm going to go off script just a little bit. I remember talking to Jonathan probably 3 or 4 years ago, not too long after he came, and talking about the opportunity that the University of Missouri had to be the leader, the preeminent leader for healthcare in our state, and not just for Columbia, but more specifically for rural healthcare. We talk a lot about the need for more rural healthcare solutions, and everybody gets freaked out about consolidation and the fact that there aren't those rural healthcare solutions that used to exist. The University of Missouri has the opportunity that literally no one else in the state of Missouri has, not even the state, not even the entity that I work for, to do something incredibly impactful in the area of healthcare and in the area of rural healthcare. And so to see things like this, to see Next Gen, to see this, to see, as he talked about, this campus of opportunities that exist, but also I was with Jonathan in Boonville just 2 weeks ago with a new campus out there. And so to see this vision come to life and to see the University of Missouri embracing its leadership role in the area of healthcare is something that I'm tremendously proud of. It makes it much easier for me to go down to Jefferson City. Common sense is not always something that prevails down there, if you didn't already know that. But to be able to go down there and say, hey, look, I'm not just advocating for this because it's in my backyard. I'm advocating for it because it's the right thing to do. It's the next thing that's coming in the area of healthcare, and so it's been easy to sell that. And it's been awesome to be a part of what's going on at the University of Missouri. Again, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. I'd like to take a moment and introduce a good friend of mine, Robin Winokur, who is on the board of curators, and I was honored to be her sponsor just a couple of years ago and is on the board's Health Affairs Committee. Robin, please come forward.
Thank you, Senator Browden. We are honored you are joining us as we celebrate our new Children's Hospital. I'm pleased to be here today on behalf of the University of Missouri Board of Curators and the board's Health Affairs Committee. As Health Affairs Chair, I've had the pleasure of watching the Children's Hospital vision and building develop. Mr. Jonathan Cartwright, Dr. Rick Barron, and Dr. Steve Zweig, I told them I was going to do that, sorry, doctor, have expertly shared this vision and their plans for the hospital with our committee and the entire board. This new hospital reinforces MU Healthcare's role in improving the health of Missourians through research, education, and outstanding clinical practice. As we celebrate a milestone in this project today, it's easy to understand why the excitement for this new building is contagious. This is one of the largest projects in the university's history in investment and in size. Let me emphasize, as CEO Cartwright said, this is a big deal. This is a great day for our university and our community. It's no wonder that this project inspires so much pride and enthusiasm. But what we celebrate today is so much more than another large building project. This building is the physical representation of the commitment of MU Healthcare and the University of Missouri to create a sustainable future for the care of children here in Missouri. As a community member, a patient, and a volunteer for MU Healthcare, I'm honored to be part of moving healthcare forward for all those patients we serve today and for all those patients we will serve in the future. I'd now like to invite the dedicated leader of our university, President Moon Choi, to the podium.
Good afternoon, It's great to see everyone here. And, you know, in events like this, I always learn from prior speakers. So, Spencer, give me the name of your doctor, okay? I think I'm going to reach out to him. But as I'm looking out and thinking about the importance of this day, I'm reminded of the dedication of just outstanding people, outstanding doctors and nurses that make this place a special go-to place. They're not the ones that are in the front that get all the attention, but I'm talking about faculty, clinicians like Dr. Witt, Dr. Mombuwatsi, and Dr. Dyer. It is through your commitment that we're making this possible, and it is truly a truly exciting day. This groundbreaking really demonstrates to all of us that this university is meeting the important mission of student success, research breakthroughs, and meaningful engagement throughout the state of Missouri and beyond. But we also know when it comes to healthcare, there are disparities. There are barriers to access. Our goal is to reduce it. Our goal is to overcome the barriers. And by the way, we're not waiting for anyone else to do it. It is our job, and that together with you, we can have that accomplished. This part of the campus, as you can see, is going to be the new home of precision health, whether it's treating children or cancer patients or those soldiers and veterans that suffer from PTSD. Our commitment is strong to make sure that the benchside research that we perform will result in meaningful treatments for people that we care about. We have a lot of work to do, but I know that together with your support, we are going to accomplish our goals. And today you're going to hear many of us talk about the bold and visionary approaches. And it may sound like they're sound bites, but the people that are sitting up in the front row, it is for people like them that we're going to work hard to find the solutions. So thank you very much for your support, and I'm so excited to be part of this incredible community and this incredible university. So now it's my pleasure to introduce our Executive Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs and the Executive Director of the Next Gen Precision Health Initiative, Dr. Richard Barron. Dr. Barron.
Thank you, President Choi, and thank you, Senator, and Curator Winokur. I saw that you got Steve Zweig's name wrong, but you got mine right. Not Barron, so very good, thank you. So I'm a neurologist, and I see kids and adults, and I'm so proud to be part of this amazing team of healthcare providers at MUHC. I'm so excited about being one of the physicians and healthcare providers that are going to utilize the resources in this amazing new children's hospital. And what we strive for is to offer hope for families that need answers for innovative healthcare for their children. Our pediatric patients will have better and easier access because of this new facility to specialists and the healthcare that they need and that they deserve. In a couple of weeks, we'll be celebrating the opening of the Roy Blunt Next Gen Precision Health Building, which is directly over there. And it's the Next Gen building is a hub for our specialists, our researchers, our engineers, and our scientists to come together to create breakthroughs in medicine. The Next Gen building's proximity to Children's Hospital is no mistake, and it will foster collaboration among our specialists and researchers to accelerate discovery and provide game-changing treatments for our children. The new Children's Hospital will lead us toward a better future for our youngest Missourians. The hospital will impact today's kids as well as generations to come, and we are truly reshaping the future of pediatric care with this new facility. I would now like to introduce Carrie Simon, the Chief Hospital Operations Officer for MU Healthcare. Carrie's leadership has been absolutely instrumental in bringing our new Children's Hospital to fruition. She's been a tremendous advocate for our patients and for our employees to deliver world-class healing and working environment for our kids and for our women who are currently being cared for on the Keene Street facility, but she's working the transition so they will be cared for over here on the main campus. So, Carrie. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barron, and thanks to all of you who are here today. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am for what is soon to become our brand new state-of-the-art children's hospital. This project is special in a lot of ways, but it's very near and dear to my heart because I served for many years as the executive director of the current Women's and Children's Hospital, and I know firsthand how special that is and all of the memories that myself and many others have made there. One of my favorite things about the Children's Hospital and the patients and families that we have is not just the excellent care that we provide, but the relationships that are built. Relationships that allow kids to come into the hospital with smiles because they're excited to see familiar faces. Relationships that cause families to be willing to drive in from out of town to come to fundraising events or special occasions, or sometimes just to bring goodies to the staff. Relationships that cause our staff and our physicians to see our patients as people, and relationships that cause our patients and families to know that they are not in this alone. And I am so excited to be able to expand on that in our new home. Now, we've already touched on the way that MU Healthcare is reimagining pediatric care, so I would like to have the fun job of telling you a little bit about how we're reimagining the physical space of our new children's hospital. Building a brand new children's hospital from the ground up provides a lot of opportunity for us to be creative and to make sure that we're designing space with kids' needs in mind. Whether it's interactive waiting rooms to keep kids occupied and entertained, or all of the natural sunlight and nature-infused designs to help put kids and families at ease, every single detail of this facility has been thought through to provide the absolute best healing environment. But rather than continue to tell you how cool this new building is going to be, I'd like to take the opportunity to give you a sneak peek, if you'll draw your attention to the video boards, for an exclusive virtual fly-through to show you what this building is going to look like. So come 2024, the giant hole that you're looking at now will become home to our new children's hospital. Oh, nope. That is not the video. Bear with us. You know we have to have one technical glitch. There we go. So in the center of your screen, you see what will be the new children's hospital. And as we rotate around, kind of in the bottom right-hand corner is where you see the Roy Blunt Next Gen Precision Health Building. And then as we move around to the back, you can see that the Children's Hospital will be directly connected to both Ellis Fischel Cancer Center and to University Hospital. We'll have 8 floors in this new building and tons of natural sunlight. Our architect team did an amazing job looking at all of the ways that the sunlight will hit the building to make sure we could maximize the light without having issues like glare. As we pull into the main doors, you'll see that we've incorporated a lot of glass and a lot of nature, both inside and out. So now we're heading inside the building, and from the moment you step into the building, you can see that this is a hospital that was built for kids. The lobby is actually 2 stories to create a nice open feel, and right away you're greeted with our landscapes and animals that are all natural to Missouri. We want to make this convenient, and so you see self-check-in kiosks there to your left. And then we also, of course, have a registration desk to be able to answer questions and help with any concerns. All throughout this lobby space, we'll have interactive spaces for kids to play. And we even have TJ's Camping Nook. So continuing on down the lobby, you'll see plenty of space that kids and families can relax while they wait for appointments or perhaps just take a break from their patient rooms. We're super excited about our bird installation, which makes the space feel whimsical and fun versus clinical and intimidating. And as you continue to move down the remainder of the lobby area, you'll see that we have a space that patients, families, staff can be able to sit and eat, enjoying an outdoor view of the campus. And just outside these doors is a secure pocket park where patients and families will be able to get outside and enjoy some fresh air. And that's just the lobby, folks. Throughout the rest of the hospital, you'll see that we're taking these same warm colors, the same landscapes and animals that are native to Missouri throughout each floor. Each floor will actually have a dedicated color and an animal so that kids know where they're at and helps them feel at ease. We've got a few pictures there. If you'll look back at the video board, this is a picture of our pediatric and pediatric ICU floor, where you can see the animal theme, in this case, otters and frogs. This is an example of a nurse's station, and each of our floors, we strategically placed these to allow our staff to easily monitor and connect with patients, while also thinking about things like minimizing the distance between these work areas and rooms. Having a child in the NICU can be an extremely stressful experience, so we've worked closely with our NICU team to design a state-of-the-art space for families, which includes 100% all private rooms, one of the things that many of us are most excited about. This will really give families the space that they need to bond with their new baby while they get better. Our new space will also have dedicated child life rooms for patients to get to play, take a break from their patient rooms, and enjoy being kids, as well as a teen room that will have games and computers and things for that age. So there's one more exciting thing that I'd like you guys to see, but for this one, I'm going to need to rely on my help from a friend, John States, who's the president of the Ronald McDonald House Board of Directors. John?
Thank you, Carrie. At the Ronald McDonald House, we provide a home away from home for hundreds of families with parents of sick children. And it's hard to imagine having a child sick in a hospital, in an away place. But it happens, and it happens to everybody. We as board members and staff believe that when a child is sick, parents also need comfort and support. And they need to fully be able to focus on their child, which is why I'm thrilled to announce that we'll be extending the care provided by the Ronald McDonald Family Room or by the Ronald McDonald House in creating a Ronald McDonald Family Room at the new Women's and Children, or the new Children's Hospital and Birthing Center in 2024. The Ronald McDonald Family Room will provide parents with essential rest and resources while they remain near their hospitalized child. A quiet and comfortable place to rest and recharge, snacks, meals, a bathroom with a warm shower, 2 places that guests will be able to stay the night. And all of this will be provided free of charge by the Ronald McDonald House. It seems like just yesterday, but it was over 20 years ago, my wife and I spent a lot of time in a family room in a hospital in Missouri. When we arrived, we didn't know what to think. We didn't know where we were going to go. We knew we had a sick child. And when we got there, we were immediately told about the Ronald McDonald Family Room. And it did provide a home away from home. It provided us a meal. It provided us a place to shower. It provided us actually a room to stay many nights. And you know, people take that for granted that nothing's ever going to happen, but it does happen. And when it does happen, having that facility within walking distance means the world to a family, to a young family, especially when you don't know what the outcome's going to be. The Ronald McDonald House Charities is also committed to keeping families close. And that is why we are also going to be working very hard. You have my word that we're going to work very hard, and we're going to find a new home for the Ronald McDonald House that will be within walking distance of this great facility that's being built. So thank you again, Curators Winokur, Jonathan Curtright, President Choi, Carrie Simon, and all the MU Healthcare, because without you all, we couldn't do it. And please keep this facility in mind and keep coming back and keep supporting, because again, without the folks in this room, this can never happen. Thank you.
Oh my, that is so awesome. John gave me that vision at the Country Club of Missouri about 4 years ago and said, we need to do this. And it is now coming to fruition. Thank you so much for your leadership, John. All right, so it is very enticing to focus on buildings and concrete and rebar and otters and frogs and everything else that goes into making a children's hospital. But I'd like for us to really focus now on who we're taking care of. And we have a nice video that shows us some examples of some great care that has been provided. And let's go with this right now and see how you like that. Go ahead.
Ready? Hi. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
So Joy is very opinionated. She's been that way from the day she was born, 3.5 months early. She's feisty, she knows what she wants, she's a go-getter.
King is joyful, energetic, loving, kind little boy. With a strong personality and a will to live and the strength beyond anybody I've ever seen.
The hospital is fun because I can drink, I can eat all day food up.
Tate is crazy. That's how we always start off. He's wild.
I ain't crazy.
Okay.
Margaret was spunky, sassy, hilarious, full of life. She was a riot.
So when I was admitted at 23, of course, they sent a NICU nurse practitioner down to talk about, if you deliver tonight, here's the options. And so that, of course, was hard. What do you want to do? Because at 23 weeks, it's still pretty early. And then at 25 weeks, she actually put her foot out on the operating table. I just knew it was over. And so that was probably, kind of the hardest part of the whole journey for me.
He started having a fever. And it was low at first, and all of a sudden his fever went from like 101 to 104 like in a minute. And he seized, so we called 911 and we took him to the local hospital, and they were just kind of like, we don't know what to do with him. Like, it was kind of a crazy, like they didn't really want to do anything, so they actually flew him to Women's and Children's. And it was about 2 days later, on February 4th, that we found out that it was the leukemia.
So he was born normal birth, no NICU or PICU. Around 9 months, he started getting hospitalized with pneumonias consistently. Once he turned 1 year old, they start running tests on him because he never could get better.
I got a phone call and said there's been a bad accident. It was not far from where we live. Probably should have taken me 5 to 10 minutes to get there. I think I got there in about 90 seconds. But I didn't get to see Margaret. They would not let me get because they honestly didn't know if she was gonna live or not.
Amber came out of surgery and she was able to, still with her nurses, with her care that she was getting, was able to come to the NICU and see Joy when in that time of being at critical care. She didn't know she was gonna live, and I just want to go in there and hold my daughter's hand for a second while she is alive.
When we first got to see Margaret, there was a doctor there, one of the trauma doctors, And underneath the scrubs, he had on a Superman shirt, and I just kept thinking, today's the day you need to be Superman. And he was, they were.
They were there for us in the hard times. Like, I remember crying with nurses. We celebrated with our nurses. We were family, like we had family there, and they weren't blood, but they were like the nurses would come in and check on Tate when they were head off. Like, you better not be here when I come back. So we had family. And
I came back.
And you came back, yeah, you did.
That first night that they called us into, the doctors came up after we got in the ICU. They told us that, I'll never forget the words, that this is gonna be a grave outcome. I remember asking one of the doctors, are we gonna have to make a decision that no parent has to make? And he's like, well, we're not going there yet, you know, and they didn't give up on her.
It's hard to think of our journey without everyone that was in it and what they did for us. I don't know where we would be without the Children's Hospital.
Without Children's Hospital, I honestly don't think we would have had Margaret for another 10 and a half years and get that blessing to have those extra memories and life with her, to get to know her personality, things that she loved, because she was so young when that car accident happened.
The Children's Hospital in Columbia, to me, not just local, but the nurses know him. They know King. You know, if you go into the ER, they know his history.
King has his own protocol.
Yeah, he has protocol, and it's easier. King is somebody to the doctors and nurses at Children's Hospital, and it makes a difference.
Without the Children's Hospital, we'd have far less normal in our lives than we do now. Just having to move and travel and find doctors who specialize in taking care of Joy. Not only to mention the things of not having Joy, her life is here because of a Children's Hospital.
Wow. So people say to me oftentimes, Jonathan, you've got a really hard job. And I do. I know I do. But what I do every Friday, not many people would know this, but I block my calendar every Friday afternoon. And what I do is I go get recentered. And I remember what we do and why we do it. And that is why we do what we do right there. Thank you so much, Joy, Amber, JP, King, Brianna, and Georgia, Tate, Charlie, and Jake, Eric and Sherilyn, and Spencer Bayman, of course. Could you all please and get a round of applause? Please stand. Let's stand up. Y'all are heroes. Thank you for letting us into your lives. Thank you for letting us into your story, your intimate stories. You can't see behind you, but there's a lot of people that are emotional right now, and they get why we're doing what we are doing right now. Thank you so much for the speakers. Thank you for giving your time. And as I said at the outset of my remarks, that collectively together we, and we have a saying at MU Healthcare, together we care, deliver, innovate, and serve. Together we can change the world. And I truly believe that. And I believe that it will take an entire group of people putting their arms together that are excited about what we're doing in the Children's Hospital. Reimagining our future, that's what we're describing this. Reimagining what child health can be is a huge endeavor. And I believe that we are going to come together and change the world through this reimagining what children's health care can be. All right, on your seat right now is a card right now. If you guys could pull that out, I really would appreciate that. This is an expensive endeavor. It will require significant resources. I would ask that you would consider being a part of the MU Healthcare team. coming up with ways of how you could better serve the children of MU Healthcare, the children of Missouri, and the children of our land, of our great state. We are grateful for our community. We are grateful for all the incredible ways that this group right now, and if you think about it, you all, this is the leadership that is here, that is serving our University of Missouri. You give so many times to so many different ways, and I'm asking that you would consider giving and being a part of the MU Healthcare team. Let us know. There's a QR code you can go and learn more about giving and being a part of our team. But just as you think about it, the video we just saw, that is the why, is to save and improve lives. And it's happening, and it will happen. Exactly, King. You're exactly right. Thank you. This hope, this is the promise, now is the time. So be a part with us as we move forward. Now, that's the end of our formal remarks. Hopefully you got a glimpse of this incredible video we had, this incredible story, the incredible animation we had. You got a glimpse of what it's like to work at MU Healthcare and taking care of families and patients. And you got a glimpse of everything that we do every single day. We are so grateful for you joining us today. I know it's hot. And Marty McCormick, thank you for not allowing us to move this to Mizzou Arena. You were right, it didn't rain. So it's good stuff. All right, we are going to have a reception. Look to your left, to my right. There is a reception plan. We have some great food from Haas's, and we're going to have a glass of wine and a glass of water if anybody would like to avail themselves of that. And let's go out and have some fun now. Thank you so much.